Good evening. This is Michael Sussman joining you on HD Media Game Day for today's high school baseball showdown between the home team, the Winfield Generals, and the visitors, the Wahama White Falcons. Picturesque day for some baseball. Not too windy. Just a great day to come on out to the ballpark as we'll give you the starters. Beginning with the home team, Winfield, Preston Kiefer's on the bump. He's the starting pitcher. Blake Withrow batting second. He's in center field. Brayson Downey catching behind the dish. He's in the three-hole. Cam Wallace in the cleanup spot. Starting in left field, Jake Kimball's at first base, batting fifth. Hitting sixth at second is Jared Miller. Cruz Davis, the designated hitter, batting seventh. In the field, in right, not hitting, number 24, Cody Green. Owen Taylor at shortstop, slashing eighth. And rounding things out is the third baseman, Ian Cox. Winfield comes in at 13-6, head coached by Will Isaacs. We'll give you the White Falcons in progress as Blake Henry will step to the left side. And Kiefer set by the belt, first offering. Just missed, decent spot. Henry in center, Braden Stats. At third base, Hayden Lloyd. In left, Eli Rickard. At first base in the cleanup spot, batting fifth in right field is Seth Ullinger. And it looks like we've got a national anthem going on the field adjacent, so we will just pause and stay on the action for now. And once again, time to play some ball. As Aiden Young's the shortstop in the sixth hole. Parker Fields batting seventh, pitching for the White Falcons. Cyrus Rickard catching behind the plate, batting eighth. The DH is Parker Jodon, and Harrison Lloyd not hitting at second. 1-0, catches the inside corner as the count moves even. Blake Henry enjoying a good season, slashing to .457 with 15 RBIs. 1-1 pitch. Hit him on the calf. So HBP White Falcons get the leadoff runner on.
Number 3, Braden Stats.
And got to be aware here if you're Downey. Henry with 24 stolen bases. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's Braden Stats, third baseman. As he'll step out and look down to Coach Zussman. And the pitch catches a piece of the strike zone, called strike. These two teams locking horns once again. The Generals took it 8-0 in Mason last year. As Kiefer will toss over. Stats up, Hayden Lloyd in the on-deck circle. Decent-sized lead. Henry faked the steal. They get a bunt down the third base line. Stats legging it out to first. And he's safe. A bunt for a hit for Braden Stats. Really excellent placement there.
Number 5, Hayden Lloyd.
In between the pitcher and the third baseman. Had some room. And got down the line. So runners on first and second. That'll bring in the left fielder, Lloyd. And the delivery is away, went to the slider. Lloyd, 393, 16 driven in. One and 0. Again, a breaker stays upstairs. Wahama coming in 11-10. Fresh off a 13-3 victory over Webster. 2-0 hitters count, the offering up and out. So promising start here for Wahama. As they get hit by a pitch, then lay down a nice bunt. One away from walking them loaded to the offering. And 4 in a row. Bases loaded. Nobody out for the cleanup man, Eli Rickard. Coach Isaac's going to bring the first baseman in. They play even at third with Cox. And the second baseman, Miller, will step in front as well. So they're bringing the whole infield forward as that's outside. And I think that's the right move. You really can't afford to have a big first inning and give up a crooked number. 1 ball, no strikes. It's up by the helmet. Rickard, highest batting average on the team at .507. .2-0 is up. It's a rare still day. Usually it's pretty breezy coming off the river. Got the Jersey Mike sub bomb zone out to left center field. Everybody would get a certain amount of subs. I don't remember exactly what the special is, as that's up high for a 4th ball. And the White Falcons score the first run of the ball game. So 2 walks and an HBP. As Seth Olinger going to stand in. Winfield looking to get off the schneid, currently on a 3-game skid as the pitch is in there at the knees, called for strike 1. Nice reset there from Kiefer. And so look on to Downey and delivers the 0-1. Slider catches a piece, goes up 0-2. A good 2-3 inches of break. Olinger, 18 RBIs. Here's the offering fastball, high and tight for a ball. Broadcasting today on HD Media Game Day. Make sure you download the HD Media Plus app for all of our content. Yes. The 1-2 delivery is by him, strike 3.
Now batting number 1, Aiden Young.
First strikeout of the ball game. That'll bring up Aiden Young, Wahama shortstop. They stay even at the corners and bring the middle of the infield back. Hoping for a double play ground ball, as that's in there for strike 1. Young shortstop pitches also. Steps to the plate batting .396. 0-1 delivery. Ground ball, shortstop, Taylor made, takes the bag himself, throw to first in time. As the play made by Owen Taylor and the side retired. Pretty good damage control for the Generals, as it is 1-0 White Falcons. Due up for Winfield in the next. It'll be Preston Kiefer, Blake Withrow, and Brayson Downey. The top 10 released earlier today for West Virginia Metro News. Winfield coming in the 7th spot behind Point Pleasant, who's in 6th. Good team there for Coach Andrew Blaine. They've been building it for a few years. And Coach Blaine with Zach Jordan and company kind of peaking at the right time, getting the juniors and the seniors together. And then RCB out of Clarksburg is in the 5th spot. Frankfort coming in at number 4. Bobby Shields' Bridgeport Indians are 3rd. Also in North Central, Fairmont Senior coming in 2nd. And then the Ripley Vikings under Coach Shane Casto, the top dog in all of AAA. And they're all about pitching with Landon Meadows, Bryson Casto, Jackson Curry. When you got 3 guys that would be an ace at most schools, makes you a tough out, especially in the postseason. So that's kind of the deal in Class AAA. Seeing a couple state championship programs today in 2023. Both of these teams actually won a state title simultaneously. Their softball teams did as well. And that was just one of the great seasons in baseball / softball, one of the most dominant. So these two schools are linked. It's a yearly matchup, something that has been maintained. Good to have those out-of-conference games, especially down the stretch of the year. It's a good measuring stick to kind of find out where your team is. And what do you know, they got tacos in a bag here at the ballpark. I've always said that's one of the best inventions of the 21st century. You had the taco, you had the bag, you put them together.
Leading off for the Generals, the pitcher number 1, Preston Kiefer.
So Preston Kiefer will step up to the dish against Wahama's Parker Fields. First delivery. Slider just a bit away. Kiefer, the senior, batting .333. And it's offered. Popped up behind second base, shallow right. And just past the glove of Harrison Lloyd, Kiefer heads for second. And it's a bloop single. Right in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. And Olinger converging, Rickard going backwards. Lloyd gave it the best shot that he could.
Number 9, Blake Withrow.
So he does his job in the leadoff spot. That'll bring up Blake Withrow. Generals center fielder. As Fields delivers and connects for a strike. Parker Fields, 24 2/3 inning pitched, 3-1. As the off speeds ripped, hit and run into right field. Coach Isaacs sending the base runner. They go to the cut and he'll score. RBI single for Blake Withrow. Having a couple technical issues. We apologize as we give you the action from the best angles that we can. Steve-O and company in scramble mode today, but they're doing a great job getting that stuff figured out as Brayson Downey, catcher up here for the Generals. We're tied up 1-1. RBI number 10 there for Withrow. As the junior takes his lead and goes, it's away. Winfield with 2 hits, the White Falcons with 1. Big lead, Withrow takes off. It's an off-speed pitch, so he'll steal standing up. From a Wahama perspective, you got to check him in that situation. It's all about chattering out there talking. 2-0. Yanked foul. Brayson Downey, 349, leading the team in batting average. 2-1's offered. And a slider up and out. Three-one hitters count. Slide, step, and pitch. Slider catches a piece of the strike zone. Count goes full. Check 'em go one here if you're the White Falcons. Payoff pitch. In the other batter's box, ball 4. So first walk awarded there by Wahama as Winfield has first and second. Left fielder Cam Wallace, cleanup hitter with a couple ducks on the pond. Early bunt show. And pulls back, called strike 1. I wonder if that was just a fake bunt. I don't think with the cleanup you probably want to do that, but you never know. As Field steps off. Last time out for Winfield, a 9-2 loss on the 23rd to a talented Charleston Catholic team. Runner takes off from second and throw from the knees, floats into left field. And in comes Blake Withrow. So straight up steal there. I think a sidearm toss from behind the dish just got away from him. Generals go up 2-1. And that's what Winfield does. They can kind of become a track team at times. They're going to try to put pressure on the pitcher and the catcher. 2-1. Slider, swing and a miss. Good depth there. Started about knee high, just dove away. The 2-2. Got him swinging. Strike 3, first punch out for Parker.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13, Jake Kimball.
Runner on second, one down for first baseman Jake Kimball. Fastball up and out. Jake Kimball slashing .286. Impressive on-base percentage at .436. As Billy Bean would say, it's all about getting on base. Good block there from Rickard. Beautiful facility at Winfield High School. They got the infield turf, the outfield grass. As they were ahead of the curve with the turf movement, they've had it for some time. A runner takes off. It'll sneak past Rickard. And Downey dives head first into third. Kimball up, Jared Miller on deck. Three balls, no strikes. Over the outer half, called strike one. And dribbled foul. Be sure to check out the Charleston Gazette Daily for all of the latest in sports coverage. Rick Elmore, Taylor Kennedy do a nice job. And it's a base knock into left field. Kimball going to drive one in and puts the Generals up 3-1. First it was Withrow, then Jake in the 5-hole.
Batting the second baseman, number 4, Jared Miller.
And Fields having to work hard here in the first, just let go of pitch number 21. Jared Miller with one away, one runner on. Another decent-sized lead. Here's the offering. First strike. Jared Miller, 275. Up 0-1. He takes off. Rickard, snap throw to second base. Was just high. Took Young up top, and Kimball slid underneath it. Seems like the approach from Coach Isaacs here is to pretty much steal until somebody gets thrown out. 0-2, and they rung him up on the outer black. Second strikeout for Parker. Fields, great spot.
Now batting number 23, Cruz Davis.
DH Cruz Davis. A hit would score one. As Fields will look back the base runner. From the stretch, and he takes off, swing and run, shortstop Aiden Young. Fields, accurate throw to first, and the side is retired. Winfield with 3 runs on 3 hits. They strand one. We'll take it to the second inning on HD Media Game Day.
This HD Media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by The City of Winfield, helping create a safe atmosphere for students free from bullying. Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole-person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business and market.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Back to it at Winfield High School on your best source for sports streaming, HD Media Game Day. As the road takes us to Putnam County today, and it's just a gorgeous one. If you're just joining us, Blake Withrow and Jake Kimball drove in runs in the last. Preston Kiefer also with a base knock as Wahama will try to respond in the first inning, taking a couple of walks, and Blake Henry got hit by a pitch. There's the pitcher Fields, first offering fastball just over the strike zone. Fields with 9 RBIs, batting .452. And he runs well. Here's the 1-0 pitch inside, scooted him back. From the belt, it's offered 2-0. Inside corner gets the strike call. 7, 8, 9 in the Wahama order. Parker Fields, Cyrus Rickard, Parker Jodon. 2-1 pitch. Bouncer towards third. Fielded on the big hop. Throw from Ian Cox is in time.
Now batting number 4, Cyrus Rickard.
Outstanding job there by Cox, charging the baseball. I was watching a game last night. It was who was it? I believe the Phillies, and I'm spacing the other team, but there was a high hopper like that. The third baseman sat back, and it was the difference in the play. As Cyrus Rickard will swing towards short, a routine ground ball, play made by Owen Taylor.
Now batting number 13, Parker Jordan.
So after throwing a lot of pitches in the first, Preston Kiefer settling in nicely. 9-hole man Parker Jodon up to bat. He'll reach back and fire. Ground ball right back to Kiefer. And the flip to first, side retired. White Falcons go down in order in the top of the second. We're back in the bottom half on HD Media Game Day.
This HD Media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades apprenticeship programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
And we're back to it at Winfield High School, 3-1. The home team in front of the Wahama White Falcons.
Leading
as
off
Parker
the inning
Fields
for the
back to the
Generals,
rubber.
The shortstop number 8, Owen Taylor.
Glad to be bringing you the action on HD Media Game Day. And we say hello to the listeners on WJEH out of Mason County as Owen Taylor watching outside pitch, ball one. 8-9-1 in the order. As Fields winds and delivers. Ground ball towards the second baseman, Lloyd. Fields and throws to first easily, one down.
Now batting the third baseman, number 12, Ian Cox.
That'll bring up Ian Cox, third baseman. Steps to the plate, batting .233. Fields will work from the windup and delivers just away. Fields so far 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and the 3 hits, 3 runs given up. 1-0. High and away. 2-0 pitch. Low and out. Get into that part of the year where you want to be playing your best baseball before you get to regionals. Of course, sectionals, a thing of the past. As the 3-0 catches the outside corner. Winfield with Chapmanville, Lincoln, Nitro, Point Pleasant, and Wayne. 1-1. One of the smaller regions numerically, but you got some good teams in there. Chapmanville's probably better than their record indicates. Point Pleasant having a great year. As it's offered upstairs, and ball 4. I think everybody's looking forward to seeing just how the new format goes.
Number 1, Preston Kiefer.
Kind of like basketball, you got to give it a trial run before you can really jump to too many conclusions. Leadoff man Kiefer up for the second time. Runner takes off. Rickard shoots 2, and he's in there safely. Good wheels from Kiefer. He's in scoring position. 1 down, runner on second. Kiefer up in the count, 1-0. And the pitch flown to left. Hayden Lloyd will circle underneath it and makes the grab. Fake tag from the runner as Cox stays put. So F7, 2 away. Good job by Lloyd tracking it down.
Center fielder number 9, Blake Withrow.
That sun is shining today. Here's Blake Withrow, 1 for 1, drove and a run in the first. First pitch outside. Got the Winfield softball team taking on Chapmanville just behind us. One of the class programs in the state, defending champions. Runner on second, couple of outs. 2-0 hitters count. Swing and a run, snap throw to third. Rickard as he swung and missed, and it was in and out of the glove of Stats. And Cox 90 feet away. Two down, just got to worry about the batter. And the delivery is fouled over top of the press box. Withrow 444 on base percentage. Has doubled twice, tripled once. Deuce is on the board as it's high and out. And the umpire going to call a balk. That'll score Cox from third. And it's 4-1 Winfield. Did not see what he did, possibly just did not come set. As you give up a freebie there. 2-2. This is lifted towards the right field line, into the stratosphere, and off the glove of Eli Rickard. Had a lot working against him as he got turned around and then Harrison Lloyd at the last minute crashed in there also. And probably impacted the play. So new life for Withrow. With nobody on, Hayden Young delivers the 2-2. Line drive shot over top of second base. And it's a hit. Find some grass, second one of the game for the lefty center fielder.
Now batting the catcher, number 3, Bryson Downey.
Really solid at-bat there. Took him deep. Lucked out on the pop-up foul ball and then took advantage. 2 down, 1 man on. Here's Bryson Downey. And the pitch smothered in the dirt by Cyrus Rickard, ball 1. Fourth hit of the contest for Winfield as Parker Fields will work from the stretch and looks back Withrow. Decent turnout from both sides today as they're in the stadium-style chairs. This really is one of the nicer facilities, certainly in the area. And he takes off. It was a ball. Cyrus Rickard, the throw down to second, and he's safely. So an all-you-can-eat buffet at the moment with the stolen bases. And it's tough to throw a guy out at second. You got to catch the ball, throw the ball, catch it, and tag somebody out. It's really on the pitcher just as much as the guy behind the dish. Everybody's got to be communicating. 2-1, got him with the breaking ball. Count goes 2-2. Bryson Downey, 349. Two-two, rolled over ground ball at the shortstop Young. Young rifles to first, and the side is retired. Winfield tacks on another one, 4-1 Generals. We'll head to the third on HD Media Game Day.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
For more than 170 years, Burke & Herbert Bank continues to deliver service beyond expectations to our customers. With an expanded footprint from the mountains of West Virginia to the Eastern Shore and beyond, we're here for you. As a full-service community bank offering the latest digital tools and guidance, we take the time to understand your unique needs, helping you move your family, your business, and your dreams forward together. Burke & Herbert Bank.
And we're back to it at Winfield High School. The Generals up 4-1 over the Wahama White Falcons, as the top of the order will come up here in the third. White Falcons with a busy week in front of them. They sit at 11-10. Got Winfield today, Doddridge tomorrow, Ravenswood on Wednesday, and then a top 10 clash with St. Joe's on Friday. So busy week. Got to manage the arms, stay mentally strong, as Blake Henry will stand in for the second time. Here's Preston Kiefer. First pitch, curveball, beautiful one. Gets a called strike. And a really late, hard snap. And so set and deliver goes back to it. Blake Henry lofts it into left center field. He'll take a hard turnaround first. He's headed for second. The throw in, not in time. Brilliant base running there by Blake Henry.
Now batting number 3, Braden Stack.
Made the adjustment, picked it up out of the hand, took it the other way. And he knew right away he was going to have a shot to take another 90 feet. For young baseball people watching, you always take that hard turn. The coach can stop you, but if you just lollygag around the bag, you kind of have no chance if it gets deep like that one did. Here's Braden's stats. He'll slash a ground ball to second as Henry moves to third, and the throws to first in time. Play made by Jared Miller, one away.
Now batting number 5, Hayden Lloyd.
So runner on third, one down. That'll bring up Hayden Lloyd. For Winfield, they've got Chapmanville tomorrow. They'll head to Nitro in a few days, and then Riverside on May 2nd. First delivery, top part of the zone, called strike one. And from the stretch, 0-1. Fastball up. Lloyd walked first time in the first. Even 1-1, the offering dribbled backward. Some local scores within the past few days. Hurricane all over St. Albans, 10-0 on Thursday. And South Charleston with a 4-3 loss to Parkersburg. Ball and 2 strikes. Lloyd will stay alive, fouls it onto the practice football field. Lloyd, then Rickard here in the order. Key for a ball and 2 strikes. Lloyd, ground ball short. In comes Blake Henry as the throw. Beat him, and he's out. Great play by Owen Taylor as he cuts the run down and preserves the 3-run lead. That was a great play and just showed off a lot of arm strength. That was a normal depth ground ball with Henry's speed. A lot of guys just would have gone one. Just a flick of the wrist. Here's Eli Rickard. A watch down low for a first ball. Right move there from Henry. Ground ball up the middle. You got to go. Just a better play there from the shortstop. 1-0 pitch. Just foul. Rickard, 2 sports standout, basketball all-stater. As we're just past 6:30. 1-1. Outside. Runner on first, 2 away. Rickard up in the count, 2 balls and a strike. As Kiefer works towards the dish, it misses high. And the 3-1 offering hit towards the third baseman, Cox. Throw to first is wide of the bag. Rickard will hang at first. Hayden Lloyd moves from second to third. And the E5 brings runners to the corners.
Now batting number 21, Seth Ollinger.
So first and third for Seth Ollinger. And right down Broadway takes strike one. Ollinger went down swinging, top one. Up in the count, Kiefer pauses and delivers. Another ground ball towards Cox. pats the glove, throws to first. It's off the mid of the first baseman, Kimball, as Lloyd came in to score. And it's 4-2. That throw was a little bit better than the first one, but enough to where Kimball had to extend the glove, and then the base runner was coming. Difficult play. Credit Wahama for staying aggressive. That'll bring up Aiden Young, the 6-hole man. 2 down, runners on second and third. Aiden Young, 396 with 7 extra base hits. 1-0. Down the middle, called for a strike. A hit would score 2 and tie the game. Delivery 1-1. Curveball breaks into the zone. Strike 2. As Young hits with Parker Fields on deck. Two down, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The offering, foul tip downward. Kiefer back to the fastball. So far has thrown 25 strikes and 43 pitches. 1 strikeout, 2 free passes. And excellent block there from Brayson Downey. That's the hardest ball to get, the fastball. And managed to get down to a knee there and center it up. Deuce is on the scoreboard. Pitch. Fastball misses low again. And the payoff pitch. Fastball low and away. That'll load him up as Young walks.
Now batting number 2, Parker Fields.
Active concession stand tonight at Winfield High School. Had a pregame hot dog. And it was a solid one. It was a first-team All-State dog. Here's Parker Fields. Takes on the outside corner. They do a good job taking care of everybody here at Winfield. 0-1. Line drive, a shot right at the shortstop. Taylor makes the catch, and the side is retired. Wahama gets one back. It's 4-2 Winfield on HD Media Game Day.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com. This HD media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by the City of Winfield, helping create a safe atmosphere for students free from bullying. Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business end market.
4-2 Winfield in the bottom of the third. I'm Michael Sussman here with you on HD Media Game Day. Wahama going to make a pitching change. In now is Seth Olinger. Comes in with 10 2/3 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, just 3 walks. So he's thrown strikes in his appearances this year, as Fields will exit with 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 4 earned runs, and a couple of walks. In the order, Winfield going 4-5-6 with Cam Wallace, Jake Kimball, and Jared Miller due up. As we mentioned at the outset, long week, both sides going to have to preserve pitching. Wallace up, went down swinging first time through. As Olinger will find the grip, wheels and deals it, and fouled over the press box. Cameron Wallace hitting 125. 0-1 pitch. Fastball down and in. Nobody on, nobody out. And the offering swung over top of. Count moves 1-2. We take our first look through the Major League scoreboard. The Mets all over the Nationals, 15-4. That game in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 1-2 pitch up by the helmet. Got the Twins shutting out the Guardians 4-0, but early on in that one, just top 2. And the Yankees and Orioles just got underway. Olinger misses well out. Count moves full. Great day to come on out to the ballpark. I believe the Charleston Dirty Birds start next week. 3-2. Olinger gets him watching. Just a little wrinkler. Broke out to the righty. And Wahama with one away.
Number 13, Jake Kimball.
So here's Kimball. Nobody on, one away. Jake driving in a run with a single in the first. As Seth to the plate, misses low. Kimball, 5-hole man, hitting .286 as the 1-0 is offered. A chopped ground ball in the 5.5 hole from the ground. Aiden Young, long throw to first, and the pick attempt dropped. He's safe. Really good try there by Aiden Young. That was a long throw. He cut it off.
Batting number 4, Jared Miller.
And that's one Rickard probably picks 9 times out of 10. Just slipped out of the mitt. So one runner on, one away. It's a ball up and away to Jared Miller. Delivery, gone for a strike. Mentioned the Winfield softball team earlier, who knocked off Point Pleasant 12-10 on a Friday. Wahama, also a contender softball-wise, just won the LKC championship the other night. Just 2 schools with a great culture on the diamond. Down and out. Count moves 3-1. Winfield up 4-2 in the bottom of the third. Olinger, quick pickoff move to first, and it was misplayed, got underneath the glove. And he just spiked it, and he's going to head for third. Wahama just now throwing it in. So 2 free bases for Jake Kimball on the miscue, picking off to first. And that'll put an E up on the scoreboard for the White Falcons. There's a lot of room to the right side in foul territory over there. Just can't afford that particular mistake. 3-1 pitch. Outer Black gets the strike call. It'll go Miller, then Cruz Davis in the order. Payoff delivery. Ground ball, Aiden Young scoots back, goes to first as the run scores. And Winfield goes up 5-2. RBI for Jared Miller.
23, Cruz Davis.
Number 16 on the season. Just doing a job, as they say, getting a pitch that you can drive enough. And it's the DH Cruz Davis. First pitch curveball gets the strike. And the delivery is lifted to left field straight away. Hayden Lloyd a couple steps in, makes the catch. And the side is retired. 5-2 Winfield, as we'll head to the fourth on HD Media Game Day.
This HD Media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by the City of Winfield, helping create a safe atmosphere for students free from bullying. Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business end market.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
And we're back to it on HD Media Game Day. Michael Sussman with you. Wahama up to bat, chasing 3, as it's 5-2 Generals. Leading off is Cyrus Rickard. As Kiefer from the stretch offers and gets the strike one call. Cyrus Rickard, .345 with 3 doubles on the campaign. Grounded out in his first attempt. 0-1. Low and away. Wahama coming in number 7 in Class Single A, according to West Virginia Metro News. 1-1 pitch, flown to right field, as it's floated in the air and caught by Cody Green. 1 down.
Now batting number 13, Parker Jordan.
That'll bring up the 9-hole man, Parker Jodon. Jodon 0 for 1. And the offering caught for a strike. Really good early at-bat location. Keeping it outside, spotting up. Here's the 0-1 pitch, ground ball. Second baseman fielded and thrown to first in time by Jared Miller. Nice adjustment there by Miller. He was initially moving towards the hole up the middle, and then kind of mid-stride the ball was put in play. Shuffled back towards the bag. Nobody on, 2 away for Blake Henry. As Coach Isaac's going to shuffle through the signals. Henry doubled to left center last time. And the pitch, fastball's high. Wahama looking up at Clay Battelle, Cameron, Mann, Huntington, St. Joseph. They'll play later this week. Gilmer County and Madonna. Not the singer of the school, as Henry will foul it back into the net. Out of Weirton, West Virginia. They have a talented squad this year, a lot of upperclassmen. And as we mentioned earlier, the top AAA team is Ripley. 1-1 pitch. Inside fastball, second ball. Henry's 7 extra baggers. Here's the pitch. Down low on the turf. Speaking of Ripley, they beat a Quad A school, GW, 4-3 on Friday. Little revenge game for Coach Casto's crew after GW took it decisively earlier this year. 3-1 pitches in, ball 4. As Henry thought about taking off for second.
Now batting number 3, Braden Stats.
2 away, Henry on first. And up now the third baseman, Braden Stats. Stats bunted for a hit to start things out and then grounded out in the third. And Kiefer set by the numbers and goes. Check swing, got by him, called strike. Just let go of pitch number 58. Let's see if Winfield tries to keep him under 75 or just lets Kiefer go as long as possible. The game within the game. At this point, high school pitch counts are probably higher than what you see in the pros most nights. If somebody goes 6 innings these days, it's a big deal. 1 pitch, dribbled down the line, fielded in foul territory by Ian Cox. As we stay 0-2. Wahama with just 2 hits in the early going. The bunt from Stats, the double from Henry. Way up, no balls, 2 strikes. Kiefer lifts the leg and goes well high. One, 2 to Stats. Henry goes. And on the ground, fielded by Cox at third. Throw to first beats him. And the side is retired. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 5-2 Winfield on HD Media Game Day.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
This HD Media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
And we're back to it on HD Media Game Day at beautiful Winfield High School. Great day to come on out to the ballpark, whether you got the soccer chair, you're up here in the stadium seating, or who knows, you might win a free Jersey Mike sub if you hit a 300-some-foot bomb out to left center field. You'd be the hero of the game. As we give the free plug to Jersey Mike's, and Owen Taylor leads off. It's down low for ball 1. 8-9-1 in the order, Owen Taylor, Ian Cox, and then Preston Kiefer. As Seth Ullinger delivers the 1-0 chopped ground ball to a charging Aiden Young, throws to first on the run in time. Aiden Young's been a baseball magnet today, handling it well. So nobody on, one down for Ian Cox, third baseman. Cox, .233 batter, walked first time through in the second. Seth Ullinger wheels and deals it, and it's popped over the seats. Ullinger, 3.281 earned run average. Multi-sport guy, wonderful football player. Here's the 0-1. Early bunt show is just left to the third base chalk. Decent attempt, just pulled it a little bit like one of my putts in golf. Winfield not afraid to play the small ball. Nobody on, one away, 0-2. And this time gets it down. It's straight back to Ullinger. Got to hurry, throw to first in time. And 2 away. Goes back to the top of the order to Preston Kiefer.
Batting the pitcher, number 1, Preston Kiefer.
Third time through the general lineup. A pretty warm day. Definitely a short sleeve situation here as we kind of move down the stretch of springtime. First pitch to Kiefer, low for a ball. Preston 1 for 2, singled in the first, flew out to left field in the second. Ullinger, 23 pitches thrown. Of course, 25's that first line of demarcation. Curveball taken for a strike. He's done a good job coming in throwing strikes. Here's the 1-1 pitch, down and out. Kiefer, 333, 441 OBP. Generals with 4 hits up on the scoreboard. Here's a 2-1 offering, inside corner, called for a strike. As Ullinger went to the heater. Nobody on, 2 away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And tapped backward. Generals 13-6. They'll take on the Chapmanville Tigers and Coach Rakes tomorrow. Curveball leaned underneath it. It was going to hit him, but it's a third ball. From the windup, the payoff pitch. Fastball flown towards the shortstop. Young calls out mine, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 5-2 Winfield, and we're back after this on HD Media Game Day.
This HD Media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
We're back to it at Winfield High School, 5-2. The Generals lead it over the White Falcons. Winfield putting up a 3-spot in the bottom of the first and then tacking on 2 more in the second and third. Wahama with a lone run in the first and the third, and that's where we stand as the Generals are going to make a pitching change. And now number 28, Brody Ilderton.
Leading off the inning, number 5, Hayden Lloyd.
If you're keeping track at home, Preston Kiefer went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, walked 4, and punched out 1. As Hayden Lloyd will stand in first pitch high and tight. Lloyd 0 for 1, walked in the first and grounded out in the third. As we say hello to our viewers on HD Media Game Day, also to anybody listening on WJEH. Elderton, strong velocity, goes to the fastball, gets the strike call. Comes in with a 2.10 earned run average. And a struck out 15. Ball and a strike. Chopped ground ball foul. As always, we remind you to download the free HD Media Plus app. That's where you can find out what's what. 1 and 2. Sharp ground ball smoked up the middle on the ground, and Lloyd will take his turn. Lloyd's first base knock of the game. Just a well-struck ground ball, hit it right where it came from. As Elderton flashed the glove down, just missed it. So here's Eli Rickard, nobody out, runner on first. Elderton slide steps, goes right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Coach Billy Zuspin, White Falcon basketball and baseball coach. 0-1. It's left up. A state champion a couple of years ago. Both of these teams would love to make it back to Gomart Park. 1-1. Right center field. Hangs in the air, and it's caught moving forward by Cody Green. And 1 down.
Now batting number 21, Seth Olinger.
Correction, Blake Withrow making the catch. Broadcaster, as that is at the knees, called for a strike. Olinger has struck out, reached on an error. 0-1 pitch. Fastball's down. Seth Olinger, starting right fielder, pitcher at the moment. And a quick toss over. The St. Louis Cardinals have taken a 1-0 lead on the Cincinnati Reds, that game in the bottom of the second. Big time showing from Nick Lodolo last night, going 7 scoreless as Lloyd took off. Ground ball fielded at third, and a wild throw from Ian Cox. Lloyd will advance to third as Olinger scoots up to second. Initial good play there from Cox, and then just an errant throw towards the right.
Now batting number 1, Aiden Young.
So second and third, 1 away for Aiden Young. Grounded into a double play, first time through, then walked. And the pitch Just a little up and in. Maybe missed by an inch. Young ahead in the count. A ball and no strikes. The delivery up high goes 2-0. Third error of the game there on the Generals. Down the middle, called for strike one. Two balls, one strike. As it's offered, swung on and missed. Count goes even. Young, 7 extra baggers, 20 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch. Flown out of play. From a Wahama perspective, these are the situations you got to take advantage of. Runners in scoring position. When you're going up against an opponent like this, a quality AAA squad. As the General's going to bring the infield in. Here's the pitch. Lifted out of play. Beautiful scoreboard here at Winfield High School. They've got the bases lighting up. And always on points, always accurate. That's been one of my gripes this season is scoreboard half operators. As that is a taken strike 3 nasty curveball. Disgusting 4 or 5 inches of break there from Brody Ilderton.
Number 2, Parker Field.
Just the straight over the top 12-6. Froze the batter. That'll bring up Parker Fields. First pitch offering down low. Last time up, Fields unlucky, lined out right to the shortstop. Second and third, 2 down. From the stretch, a ball and no strikes. Anthony's called strike 1. Fields 452. So step out. Home plate blue going to get resituated as the White Falcons go into a pinch runner, courtesy runner for the pitcher. It's Cade Blackshire, number 11.
Number 11, Cade Blackshire.
Blackshire runs well. One pitch. Is dribbled, just foul down the third base side. Ilderton, third lowest ERA on the team, just behind Blake Withrow at 1.1. Preston Kiefer, who we saw earlier, at 1.4. He's right over 2. As that's outside, count goes 2-2. Second and third, deuces on the scoreboard. It's offered. Sharp ground ball, second base, fielded and thrown to first in time by Miller. Side retired. Wahama strands 2. Ilderton gets out of the jam. It's 5-2 Generals. We're back after this on HD Media Game Day.
For more than 170 years, Burke & Herbert Bank continues to deliver service beyond expectations to our customers. With an expanded footprint from the mountains of West Virginia to the Eastern Shore and beyond, we're here for you. As a full-service community bank offering the latest digital tools and guidance, we take the time to understand your unique needs, helping you move your family, your business, and your dreams forward together. Burke & Herbert Bank.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
And we're back to it on HD Media Game Day. Michael Sussman here with you. The White Falcons going to go to their third arm of the game as Seth Ullinger will exit after 2 innings pitched. No hits, 1 strikeout, no walks, and just the 1 run did his job. As he'll turn it over now to Harrison Lloyd. Lloyd to face Blake Withrow. First pitch delivery, high and away. Withrow having a nice game, 2 for 2 with a run batted in. Into the windup. Harrison Lloyd, can't say pop up, out of play towards the left. Lloyd, 19 innings pitched. Good strikeout to walk ratio, 19-6. And a 4.7 ERA. 1-1. Got him with the sinker. Goes up a ball and 2 strikes. Withrow 271. As he'll watch down low. Meat of the order here, 2, 3, 4. As it goes Blake Withrow, Brayson Downey, and Cam Wallace. Nobody on, nobody out the pitch. Tapped down for foul. Two and 2. High and tight as the count moves full. As this ball yanked out of play. Withrow the junior into the left side. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat. Soft ground ball, second base, fielded and thrown to first in time by Parker Fields. 1 away.
Now batting the catcher number 3, Brayson Downey.
So Fields moves to second for Wahama, and the left side of the infield stays the same. Seth Ullinger back out to right. Brayson Downey got out on a ground ball to the shortstop last time. I'll fly one to shallow right field. In comes Ullinger drifting back. Parker Fields makes the catch. And the White Falcons with 2. Nice little basket catch there over the shoulder. Tracked it down out of the sun.
Now batting the pitcher number 28, Brody Ilderton.
Beautiful backdrop here at Winfield. Got the trees in the distance, the river directly behind center field. As Brody Ilderton will hit in this spot, swings over top of it for a strike 1. Ilderton 182 with a .438 on-base percentage. Got the barrel through it just early as he hit it deep over by the bullpen. Hayden Lloyd was running hard after it, even lost his footing, tumbled over. Got caught by the grass monster. Empty base paths, 2 away. Harrison Lloyd steps and delivers. Popped up, way up there. And underneath it, Aiden Young makes the catch. Generals down in order in the 5th. We're back top 6 on HD Media Game Day.
This HD Media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
And we're back to it on HD Media Game Day. 5-2 Winfield in the top of the 6th. As Brody Ilderton back out for another frame of work. Winfield has slid Blake Withrow into center field, Cody Green back to right. And at third base is the starting pitcher, Preston Kiefer. 8-9-1 in the order for Wahama, as it'll be Cyrus Rickard. And then it looks like Briar Johnson will pinch hit. He's got a bat in his hand. Outside corner called for a strike 1. Rickard's put it in play twice in F9 and then grounded out in the 2nd. Zilderton will find the grip, wheels and deals it. And popped over the seats. Winding down the stretch of our schedule on HD Media Game Day. It's been a great time here introducing what we do to the Winfield faithful as the 0-2 pitch. Hard check swing came around as it was way high and tight. That's strike 3. So Ilderton making quick work there in the 8-hole. And up to bat now is Briar Johnson for Wahama.
Now batting number 9, Briar Johnson.
So Johnson getting the opportunity. One of the backup catchers. We've seen him pinch hit here and there. First offering, foul tips it back. Johnson, 13th plate appearance, batting .286. He's got a couple of hits on the campaign as that's up by the helmet. And 1 double. Had a good bit of hitting early. Since then it's slowed down. 3 hits for Wahama, 4 for Winfield. Nasty breaker. I'll put Elderton up 1-2. Really fun to watch him throw that pitch. He'll wind and unload a ball and 2 strikes. Backs it up with a changeup. It sailed on him. From the windup, 2-2 pitch. Fastball line drive shot into left field. Johnson makes his turn around first He'll hang up there. And a pinch hit base knock for Briar Johnson. Handled the situation well, came in there against a hard throwing righty after spending the whole game over there in the dugout. And steps up, that's how you earn more ABs. Good short swing, quick to the ball, got the hands through. So one man on, one down. There's Blake Henry, fastball's low. Henry 1 for 1, walked in the fourth, hit by a pitch in the first, and had the double in the third. 1-0. Now underneath the kneecap, 2-0. Got some big games going on locally. Charleston Catholic taking on Scott. The Skyhawks with a talented group. They beat a really good GW team early in the season. The Patriots and Scott are supposed to play each other again on, I believe, May 7th. 2-0. Elderton to the plate. Right down the middle, watched for a first strike. Be sure to read the Charleston Gazette, fresh off the press every morning. They've got a game, at least one game covered pretty much every day. Backward foul tip, it's 2-2. Taylor Kennedy is the best in the business. Either that or it's Rick Elmore. They can fight it out for the title. I'm not going to decide. Two-two pitch, up and away. And for our WJEH listeners, I give Colton Jeffries a shout-out as well, of the famed River Cities. The Riders don't get enough credit. They work extremely hard. They have real deadlines. As this is flown to left field, tough ball. It's going to drop for a single. And Henry with his second hit of the contest. Just flicking it the other way.
Now batting number 3, Braden Stats.
Braden Stats will step up. Out comes Winfield coach Will Isaacs to talk something over. Just trying to remind him of the situation, kind of see what's working for him. If you're Winfield, you want to roll the ground ball. I'd imagine that's something that's being discussed. If you're Kiefer, you can step on the bag, shoot one. Big opportunity for Wahama, as you only got a couple more cracks at it. You don't want to strand any more base runners. All things considered, against a AAA opponent, a good one. It's been a pretty strong showing today. Braden Stats bunted for a hit in the first, got out on the ground twice. And Ilderton goes. Outside corner, gets the strike call. Stats 333. So look on towards Downey, checks the runner, and goes 0-1. Curveball stays up. Sun just starting to set a little bit. Looking at it towards the left side of the ballpark. Really beautiful backdrop. Here's the 1-1 pitch, beat into the ground. Either hit I believe it hit his foot. Count 1-2. As Briar Johnson in scoring position. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the offering. By him for strike 3. Came in with the inside heater just behind it.
Now batting number 5, Hayden Lloyd.
So first and second as Hayden Lloyd will step to the plate. Lloyd 1 for 2. As Ilderton slide step right down the middle, strike 1. Lloyd 16 ribbies, 393 batter. 0-1. And Downey gloved it. Johnson takes off late. He shoots 3. And the base runner's out. That'll end the inning. 5-2 Winfield as Brayson Downey makes the play. And we're back after this on HD Media Game Day.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
This HD media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by the City of Winfield, helping create a safe atmosphere for students free from bullying. Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business and market.
And we're back to it on HD Media Game Day. Harrison Lloyd out for another frame for the White Falcons in the bottom of the 6th. Winfield leads at 5-2. Third time through the order for Jake Kimball. Kimball's reached twice, drove in a run with a single in the first. As the freshman Lloyd will work from the windup. First pitch down low on the turf. Jake Kimball, Jared Miller, and then we'll see what they do in the 7-hole. Due up. Here's the 1-0 pitch, rolled over towards the Winfield dugout. Beautiful facility as far as the dugout goes. It goes into the ground, kind of like a big league situation where you can lean up against the railing. Here's the 1-0 pitch, low and away. Winfield led by Will Isaacs, Jay Cox, Sam Riggs, Greg Starcher. 2-1 delivery, swung on and missed. The White Falcons have Billy Zussman, Christopher Clark, who's the mayor of Mason, and then Mason Hicks, former White Falcon player. Here's 2-2 pitch, down and away. Kimball, 286 batter. Payoff delivery. Rolled over foul, good fight from the Generals' first baseman. Mentioned it at the outset, but both these teams state champions in 2023 and were dominant in doing so. Wahama blasted Tyler, consolidated 10-0 as the 3-2 pitch is up for ball 4. And Kimball going to walk. And as Winfield fans probably remember, they shut out Kaiser 3-0 in the title game. All about getting back there.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Jared Miller.
Second baseman Jared Miller, nobody out, runner on first. You feel good with a 3-run lead if you're Winfield, but all about tacking on insurance as he squared to bunt, missed it. Cyrus Rickard on the delayed steal, throws to second, and he's out. So either a hit and run there, thought maybe it was, like I said, a delayed steal, something discombobulated because he squared to bunt, couldn't have been a hit and run. I guess just a hesitant takeoff. 0-1 pitch, line drive shot off the glove of Stats, off the recovery. Young throws one, and he's safe. So line drive shot there from Jared Miller, got on Stats quickly.
Now batting number 23, Cruz Davis.
So DH is Cruz Davis. We'll see how they score that one. Davis 0 for 2, got out on the ground, and an F7. I believe they scored it a hit. From the stretch, good sized lead for Miller. He takes off. It's a pitch out, throw down to second. Put it right on the bag, but I think the ball slipped away as he's safe. Runner on second, one away. 5-2 Winfield in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch over top of the helmet. Temperature cooling off a little bit as it's past 7:30. 1-1 delivery. Curveball down and away. Winfield in the home white unis, the nice vests. You don't see the vests enough anymore. Vests and pinstripes are the best too. As they try to go to the hit and run that time. Miller was moving. Even 2-2 count. Lloyd checks the runner and comes to the plate. Line drive stays up in the air, caught by the left fielder Hayden Lloyd. Well judged.
Now batting the shortstop, number 8, Owen Taylor.
Read the ball flight. Stayed back, didn't get burned on it. Miller on second. Owen Taylor up to bat, 2 down. And the offering swung on and missed. Due up for Wahama in the 7th. It'll be the top of the order. 0-1 pitch. He takes off again. Chopped ground ball. Aiden Young. Easy throw to first. Beats him. White Falcons need 3 to stay, 4 to move in front. We're back in the top of the 7th after this on HD Media Game Day.
This HD Media production of Winfield Baseball is brought to you by the City of Winfield, helping create a safe atmosphere for students free from bullying. Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business end market.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owns doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
And we're back to it on HD Media Game Day. Michael Sussman with you. Actually 2-3-4, or rather 3-4-5 up for the White Falcons. It'll go Hayden Lloyd, Eli Rickard, and Seth Olinger.
Leading off the inning, number 5, Hayden Lloyd.
As Brody Ilderton trying to finish off the game in relief. First pitch to Lloyd. Catches the outside corner. So far, Ilderton, 2 innings pitched, has struck out 3. Curveball lifted straight away center field. A couple steps back for Withrow. Makes it, backtracking. And the White Falcons 2 outs away.
Number 23, Eli Rickard.
Kind of a nervous moment there for a second with Blake Withrow out there, but had it all the way. Up for Wahama now, Eli Rickard. 0 for 2, flew out to right field, reached on an error. As Ilderton delivers, gets the fastball past him. Rickard batting .507. And to work, 0-1. Line drive shot off the glove of the second baseman. And Rickard legged it out safely.
Now batting number 21, Seth Olinger.
I'll score that. A hit for Rickard. Up now, Seth Olinger. And that's the right decision. That was way up the middle. Probably wouldn't have got him anyway. Olinger's reached on ground balls, leading to errors. The last 2 ABs. Struck out in the first. The right fielder slashing .429. Inside fastball, ball 1. Runner on first, 1 away. Winfield up 5-2 on the White Falcons in the top of the 7th. And yanked foul. Cincinnati Reds up 2-1 over the St. Louis Cardinals. As the 1-1 pitch into the strike zone, called strike 2. As Terry Francona looking to kick the Reds into gear. One-two delivery. Olinger stays alive, fouls it towards the seats. And Ilderton slide steps and goes. Curveball. Either inside, maybe a little bit high. Hayden Young stands on deck. As the righty looks on. Well, comes set and delivers. Curveball got him. Nasty one. That is just a beautiful pitch. Perfect height on it. It was late breaking. And the strikeout for number 28. That'll bring up Hayden Young as the White Falcons down to their last out. First pitch sneaks past the catcher. Eli Rickard will jog ahead to second base. As it's 1-0. Young went down watching in the 5th. Walked in the 3rd. Grounded into a double play in the 1st. The .396 hitter. Young, the ace on the mound for Wahama. Sure he'll be used at some point this week as that's upstairs 2-0. Five-two Generals. And the delivery down the middle, taken for strike 1. Wahama out hitting Winfield today 6-5. But the Generals, as they do, have delivered timely hits, been really aggressive on the base paths. And that A strike 2 on the outside corner. Last strike for the away team. As Ilderton gets the sign from Downey. And to the plate he goes. Chopped ground ball fielded by Kiefer at third. Throw across the diamond in time. And that'll do it from Winfield High School. 5-2, the Generals take it over the Wahama White Falcons. As Winfield improves to 14-6, the White Falcons going to drop to 11-11. Multi-hit performance for Blake Withrow today, as he was 2 for 3. And in relief, a great job on the mound from Brody Ilderton. Struck out 4 in 3 innings pitched. As we'll go ahead and close things out, a big shout out to Ethan Young for operating the production and to our cameraman Steve-O. This has been Michael Sussman on HD Media Game Day. Have a wonderful evening.